I miss the days of John Jay's unsupervised summers when his family would go up north and he would do all sorts of weird activities. Love the show. My family is not up north, and I did one of the weirdest activities ever yesterday.
He's back.
But what's funny is that I saw Kyle was also doing some activities too. So my activity was, I don't think it's so weird, but I had all the blood removed from my body.
Yeah, I think that's kind of weird.
That's not really an average person thing. The average Joe, I don't think, does that every day.
And especially if there's really no reason, like no medical condition where you would need that. Like we need to clean your blood or whatever. You're doing it electively.
Yeah, well, I'll see what they did. Here's what happened. This procedure that I did yesterday has been around for a long time. But what happened was they found out recently that it's helping people with dementia and Alzheimer's. So now all these biohackers are jumping on the bandwagon. And there's only one place, I think, in this state that does it here. And a friend of mine, Kevin Rowe from Lerner & Rowe, trendsetter in the biohacking world, he did it 2 weeks ago. And he was like, dude, you got to do this thing. So what it does, you take this, you get hooked up to a machine. They put an IV on your arm, on one arm, and then or they put a tube on one arm and a tube on the other arm, takes your blood out, takes all the plasma out of your blood, then puts the blood back in without the plasma. And then it takes the plasma and puts it in like a trash bag. And the plasma is full of like all the microplastics and all the mold and all the garbage in your body. And then they fill it with this other stuff, and then your body replaces it all clean and healthy. So there's a couple of biohackers that I respect in this world. A guy named Dr. Mark Hyman. He's amazing. He's done it 7 times. So I watched him. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go do it. So I did it yesterday, and it was pretty awesome. Like I feel like I'm going to be pretty awesome.
So they remove your blood. Like, do you feel faint when all that blood's missing?
That's what I was going to ask.
No, I didn't feel faint at all.
Really?
But, now, I will say I tagged the wrong clinic, sadly, on my Instagram.
Oh, no.
So the real clinic is called Regen Pain and Wellness. Regen Pain and Wellness. Dr. Smigel. He was great. Dr. Keith. It was awesome. Now, the only thing that happened to me that was somewhat embarrassing is when they put the IV in your arm. You know, they take a alcohol swab and they clean your arm really quick, right? Yeah. And the nurse was doing it. And she's like, oh, man, got rid of all your self-tanner. I was like, I don't have any self-tanner. So I guess that's just dirt.
Oh my gosh! Oh, maybe you should actually go in the shower next time, not just clean off in the pool.
Are you still showering in the pool?
I shower in the pool, and then I thought, and then the doctor was like trying to make me feel better. He's like, oh, it's the dirt in Arizona. Monsoon season started. It's got to be monsoon on your arm. I'm like,
That would be mortifying.
When they take the little alcohol swab away, and she puts it in the little tray, I saw it all brown.
At least she gave you the benefit of the doubt.
I know.
Just assumed
Hey,
it
you
was
need more than your
self-tanner.
blood cleaned.
Yeah. So I did a thing. It was called a plasma transfer is what I did. And Gary Brecka does it. This Dr. Mark Harmon does it. A woman named Mona Sharma does it. So I was and I did it. And so this is the only guy that does it in the state of Arizona. So go check. And Kevin Rowe did it. So there you go. So I don't know. We're at the very beginning. I was only the 5th person to do it in the state.
I wonder, though, like since you do the stem cell thing, too, when they take out the blood, does it affect your stem cells?
Oh, yeah. And I talked to the scientist at the stem cell clinic, and he recommends doing this. And you want to do it within 2 to 3 weeks after doing stem cells, which is what I did. It worked out perfectly for me.
Okay, then.
Yeah, it worked out great.
And do you feel different right now?
I feel pretty good right now. I don't know how long it takes before it all kicks in, but I have no microplastics. I look at you guys. I can see the microplastics all over your face.
Mold it up.
Speaking of your face, then I saw Kyle doing stuff on her face.
Yeah, so Jamie over at the Comstock had told me that they had like the rep from Skin Pen coming in, which is like basically the tips for microneedling. Most medi spas, most places have these skin pens to do microneedling. And she's like, also, we've been testing out these highly effective platelet-derived growth factors that we put on after like laser treatments because it stimulates extra collagen growth and it like promotes faster healing for different procedures. And she's like, we want to try it with the microneedling. Would you come in and do it? I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, don't even have to ask me. Just say, be here at noon, and I will be there. So I went in, and they did the microneedling, which I've had done before, which I really like because microneedling does, it basically, like, it pokes your face a million times so that your face goes, oh, I need to generate new skin.
Does it hurt?
You know what? It probably would, but I sit there and numb for a half an hour ahead of time, and so it doesn't, you don't really feel it. But I think without the numbing, yeah, it would probably not be a super comfortable procedure. It wasn't bad because I was numbing for about a half an hour before, like I said. So it wasn't really any different than a normal treatment, other than they put this like liquid stuff on and then rubbed it in with the skin pen and then gave us a little face mask afterwards. And guys, new skin.
New skin.
New skin today.
Who dis? New skin.
I'm sure it takes a while to see like the benefits of it, but I feel like treatments like this just push the facelift down the road.
I agree
You know
with
what
you.
I mean? Like
Yeah.
it helps keep, it's like maintenance for your skin.
So your place is the Comstock. My place, and by the way, I fixed the tag on my Instagram now. It's Regen Pain and Wellness. That's the place. And then Kyle's place is at the Comstock on social media. Something that happened yesterday too when I was in the chair. My procedure took 3.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm sitting in this chair.
Whoa.
And it takes a lot of time to take all the blood out of your body.
I guess so.
And so I'm like ChatGPTing a lot from there, asking about the procedure I'm getting. And it's funny because ChatGPT is like cheering me on. Hey, way to go. Way to be so innovative and forward thinking about your health. And I'm like, great. Then later in the day, when I went to make a post, ChatGPT wasn't working. And I don't know if I used it too much or not, right? But I was like bummed out. It kept saying retry. And I was like lost. So I went to Gemini. So I go to Gemini and I speak to Gemini just like I would ChatGPT, but Gemini like doesn't know me. And I was so bothered by Gemini. I was like, come on, Gemini. And I felt like making a new friend, but I wasn't ready for a new friend. And it's like, these people aren't real. But I talked to ChatGPT.
You're
like,
not alone.
Like, you're the really smart version of me if I knew everything. You talk like me. You understand me. And when I go to Gemini, I just copy and paste what I put in ChatGPT. And Gemini was like, pages and pages. If I go, no, shorter. Pages. I go, Gemini, shorter. I need to make a post, and your post isn't helping me. Yeah. God, it's so frustrating.
That's so funny. I do feel like ChatGPT is like, it's your champion. It always like is very encouraging. But sometimes like I'll ask it a question and it doesn't come back with great idea or absolutely. And I'm like, what did I do wrong?
Are you in a bad mood, ChatGPT?
Did I do something? Do we have an issue or something?
Isn't there somebody in the news that's engaged to his ChatGPT already?
Oh my gosh.
Because
Oh,
it
maybe that's so
formed
funny.
such a
So
close bond.
wild.
I get it.
You knew was coming. You knew that was going to happen.
My ChatGPT is awesome. Like, I really, really, really like ChatGPT, but the Gemini thing was just so professional. Like, and I don't know if that's the way it is. Does he evolve, or is Gemini like that forever? Do you guys use it? Do you know?
No,
I've used Gemini like you have, John Jay. Like when ChatGPT went down, what was that, a week or two ago? It was like, what do I do? How do I live? And then I've used Gemini for that. But yeah, it just has more straightforward.
Okay. ChatGPT is like a really, really smart friend I've known my entire life and knows me. Gemini is like, I got a new job, and that's the HR person.
Yeah, well, I think it's
That's what it
I
seems
think
like.
it's
Describing
linked up to a lot of office stuff, so it's probably designed to be a little more clinical.
Yeah, that's how it
Yeah.
was. Not fun for me.
The extension on the TikTok ban actually ends tomorrow. So the law says ByteDance has to sell TikToks to U.S. ops or it's banned. However, Trump said he will probably extend the TikTok ban deadline for a third time, likely punting it to mid-September. So for now, it seems that your scroll is safe. Kraft Heinz is going full clean label, ditching artificial dyes from all their U.S. foods by 2027. New stuff apparently already dye-free. And General Mills say they are joining the makeover, especially for school meals and cereals. So not me wondering what mac and cheese is going to look like soon, what Fruit Loops are going to look like soon. But at the same time, very thankful this is finally happening. This is definitely something that we need. Now, if you love your coffee straight up, great news. A 20-year study just found drinking 1 to 3 cups of black or very lightly sweetened coffee daily cuts your risk of death by 14%. But if your cup is more sugar than brew, the health perks vanish. So keep that coffee pure for those health benefits, and you could be living a longer life.
Here's a public service announcement, by the way, to justify your morning addiction.
If you want to live longer, have better focus, and maybe avoid yelling at that broken printer today, try drinking black coffee. That's right. Studies show that people who drink black coffee have a lower risk of heart disease, diabetes, and becoming a mundane meme. It's just hot water and roasted bean juice. No syrups, no whipped cream, just black coffee.
And that's 3 things you need to know.
All right, let's get the horoscope. Peyton, what's the vibe today?
I'm going to tell you what motivates you when absolutely nothing else will, based on your zodiac sign.
Laura, good morning.
Good morning.
what's your sign?
Gemini.
Okay, Geminis. I swear all it takes for you guys is just a little bit of gossip. A you'll never believe what happened text, and now you're energized, multitasking, and mentally 3 conversations ahead. You are absolutely motivated by the mess and the mystery.
That is so true.
Well, thank you for calling in, Laura.
Thank you. Bye.
Blanca,
Good morning,
what's your sign?
Sagittarius.
Okay, so Sagittarius, if things start to feel safe, you're out. But just give you guys something a little bit new, like a wild idea, a last-minute trip, even just a shift in perspective, and you're all in again, and you run on adventure fumes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Blanca.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Susan, good morning.
Susanna.
Oh, Susanna. Susanna. Go ahead. What's your sign?
Virgo, perfecto. Virgo.
Perfecto.
Just like John Jay. Okay, so this is what motivates you, Virgos, when absolutely nothing else will. Virgos, you might procrastinate all day, but the second that there's a deadline, it's go time for you. You actually thrive under pressure. Even though you'll stress about it the whole time, you'll still absolutely crush it.
That's me.
Susanna,
That's John.
let me tell you something really quick. So I know Kyle's stepdad would call your mom Susan, like, today, Susan.
Today,
Susan. My dad married a woman. His second wife was a woman named Susanna. And I'll never forget, at my sister's wedding, Susanna got drunk and disappeared. And my dad was walking all around the reception, Susanna! 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 And they found her passed out in a bathroom stall.
She had a good time.
Well, I was born Susan, but I used to live in Spain, so they used to call me Susanna. So.
Oh, Susanna. Oh, okay. Well, with a TH. What? All right. Thank you, Susan. Debbie, good morning. What's your sign?
Yeah, I'm a Cancer.
Okay, so Cancers. The thing that'll motivate you when absolutely nothing else will, you just sit in the dark feeling stuck until somebody that you love actually reaches out and says that they believe in you. That one soft nudge for my Cancers, suddenly you guys are all back in, handling your business like the loyal heart that you are.
Not the little crybaby people think we are.
I know, totally.
Can I ask you something, Peyton?
Yeah.
I have a little. I've been thinking. You have been on the show, and I'm really waiting, to see you come on Mondays. That Big Balls.
Oh, yeah, the Quiz with Balls show?
Yeah, I think you guys won because you're going to buy a house.
I don't know. You'll have to see.
Yeah,
You'll have to see, Debbie. I don't know when our episode comes out. I think it'll be in the next couple of weeks, though, but we'll see.
Debbie's sniffing out clues
I'm hoping. Yeah. She's like, Carl sent you that. I was going to buy a house.
I'm struggling trying to buy that house, though.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm struggling trying to buy that house, though, but we'll see.
If you got a little helpful push, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye, Debbie.
Thanks for listening. So Quiz with Balls is on Fox on Mondays?
It's on Fox on Monday nights, and then Hulu, you can see the episode the next day.
So as soon as you find out, you'll tell us.
I will let you know as soon as possible.
What do you got for Libras?
Libras, Kyle's our Libra in the room. Libra, we know you guys. You guys can be in a slump for days, but then that one time that your man posts a fire selfie, and then you're like, okay, it's time to drink some water and clean my car. They absolutely motivate you. The person that's in your corner, they give you all motivation fully restored.
Aw. Good job, Scott.
How about Pisces?
Rich is our Pisces in the room. Pisces, you guys might spiral for a second, but once you put that emotional playlist on, cry a little bit, and romanticize your healing journey, you're back. You're soft, you're strong, and you're shockingly productive.
I mean, it's less about the emotional. I mean, you got to do more like a Papa Roach thing. That'll bring me back in a hurry.
Look at that.
Just something loud and aggressive. I'm in.
Leos?
Leos, this is what motivates us when absolutely nothing else will. Leos admitted, if we think someone is watching, we just level up. Even if it's just our dog or something. We flip our hair, we put on our let us be me moment, and suddenly we're out here conquering our to-do list like it's opening night.
Let's say hello to Paula. Good morning, Paula. What's your sign?
Good morning, my family. I am an Aries.
Okay, perfect. So Aries, this is what motivates you when absolutely nothing else will. Let's be real. The second you guys hear someone else is doing better than you, that's your instant motivation. Suddenly you've got a 5-year plan, a vision board, and then you're halfway through a workout. Your competitive side does not play.
Absolutely.
All right, Paula, have a great day.
Have a
Thanks for
great day,
listening.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Brad Pitt has a younger brother named Doug, who is a goodwill ambassador for Tanzania. And in 2011, Doug Pitt became the first American to climb Mount Kilimanjaro and descend by mountain bike.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Brad can't keep up with that.
No, that's a pretty tall task.
In a new intriguing poll, 24% of Americans want a break from sex. 52% of people say they have previously taken an extended break, and the average break is about 6 months long.
What the heck?
Jeez. A 24-year-old man in Salt Lake City got arrested after he went out to lunch with a friend. Then he accused the guy of being a werewolf, pulled out a wooden stake, and tried to stab him in the heart with it.
Oh my gosh. Sheesh.
I don't know. What if he was right?
Yeah.
A study found there's one trait that can make you happier the rest of your life, no matter how old we are. This trait makes us happier and gets easier and easier to do. What do you think it is?
Being positive.
Close, but nah.
I would say sense of humor, laugh at things.
Nah.
Oh.
Smiling.
No, sorry. Trusting other people.
Oh.
That's a hard thing to do, though.
Trusting people makes us happy, and being happy makes us want to trust people.
How you get
So one
scammed.
leads to the other. Teslas aren't super popular right now. In fact, Tesla is apparently sitting on so much inventory, it's taking over parking lots across the United States. Dang. There's a video going viral right now. It's an alligator lurking in the doorway of a motel in Virginia. This is a cop radio in on it, and then a woman staying in one of the rooms who insists she sees the alligator, and you walk up, when the cop walks up, you see this frigging 6-foot alligator chilling out in front of the door.
That is an alligator. Yeah, there is actually an alligator outside of the hotel.
How big is it?
If I laid down next to it, probably about 6 feet. I would bring your dog inside. There's an alligator over here.
That's so crazy.
I like how they didn't believe her at first. Like, there actually is an alligator over here.
A new study looked into psychopaths, and apparently there are psychopaths on roads everywhere in America, but they might have... most psychopaths live in 4 states.
Which ones?
Think about the psychopaths that you know.
California?
Nope.
Florida?
Nope.
New York?
New York is one. Nevada, Texas, and of course, South Dakota.
Of course. What?
Right.
May was the first month ever that more people watched TV on streaming than on cable and networks combined.
I would have thought that happened a while ago.
I feel like they just got the numbers. You know how, like,
Yeah.
it's like it takes a while for the research to get back?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really go turn on your TV and watch, unless it's sports, really. I don't think you watch live TV for much.
What do you got in life hacks, Rich?
Okay, there's a hack to feeling awesome, even when you don't. And it's not just one thing, like John Jay in the morning. What do you always say that people should do to shake off the cobwebs of the day?
Cold plunge?
Cold plunge
Stretch?
is good, but I mean, you used to say shower in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, shower.
Kyle, do you have a thing, like if you're feeling a little gross, that one thing that brings you back when you're feeling foggy?
A nap.
A nap is good. Okay. Peyton, you?
Yeah, an espresso martini.
Okay, well, you're all on the right track. If you're feeling kind of gross and it's the beginning of the day and you feel like, oh, this is not going to work, start with a hot shower, throw on actual clothes, even shoes, all of that, and eat something solid. Eggs are best. These simple steps send your brain the message, hey, I'm okay. It actually resets your mood. It clears the fog and even gives you a shot of dopamine so that you're like, all right, I'm ready to take on the day. And then I would throw on top of that, listen to John Jay and Rich in the morning, and then you should be good to go. That life hack and many more can be found at johnjayandrich.com.
Our text line, you text JJR, whatever you want to say, to number 96893. You can also call us at 877-937-1047. Phone lines are open. And you can also DM us. In fact, what I'm going to do right now is tell you about a DM I got. But this DM I got is like on top of a stack of text messages over the last couple of weeks and other DMs. And it's about the Couples Therapy podcast that was hosted by Kyle and her husband, Fish. I'm going to read you the most recent text. Okay, this is from Sarah. I was trying to get caught up with podcasts before I commented on this, but I can't wait anymore. I have to ask, how is nobody talking about how Kyle said multiple times to Fish during Couples podcast that he could be good at 2 things? Could be. She didn't say he was. I died when she said that, and nobody else has talked about it. But I got a lot of DMs on it.
Yeah.
And it was about your sex life. when he was talking about how he's a good golfer. So this is the clip.
I sent you that meme. There's only two guys in the world. One who's good at playing golf or one who's good in bed. And
Sorry,
I'm
babe.
good at golf. So sorry.
I feel like you could be good at both. You could be good at both.
I don't think you can.
You could be good at both.
I'll just take being good at golf.
You can be good at both.
You could
I'm not
be
saying
good.
it like he could. I'm saying like a person can be good at both those things, implying or meaning to imply that he is.
Oh, that's good, because I heard about that a lot from that podcast. You could be good at both.
My husband's great in bed, everyone. Let me just get out there and say it.
I heard it the way you meant it, but I could see how you could hear it the other way. And go, wait a minute.
You could apply
It's almost like you were like, keep a stiff upper. You keep going at it. You get there.
You're trying at golf, and that's
Could be
good.
good at both.
That's funny.
You're trying to say, hey, you can be good at both. You can be. You are. But it was like, hey, man.
She was addressing the meme itself.
Maybe you could take a class or read a book or something. You could be. Anyway, that's the Couples Podcast, and it's on our it's on our on-demand channel, on iHeartRadio app, on Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. Okay, Rich, let's get into the little things.
It's the little things in life that make you happy, right? It's the little things. Think about your relationship and like the things that the people in your life don't even know make you happy. Like, I adore my wife, Stacy. I think she's amazing. But I've understood something about her after we got married, and that is inside her mind, everything is organized. She thinks everything through. She's 10 steps ahead. She's got all this stuff sort of organized precisely in her mind. Outside, she is a tornado, and she leaves things everywhere. She forgets things everywhere. In fact, I grabbed my keys to the mailbox from her car yesterday, and they were sticky. Like they had syrup or something on them. Sticky keys. It's like, how do you get keys sticky? Just outside, she's totally organized. But the little thing that made me happy is I'm thinking about my day coming home yesterday. And I'm thinking, oh, Stacy's at work. She's got a lot to do. I've got to unload the dishwasher. I got to take out the trash. I'm thinking about all the chores I have to do. I came home and the dishwasher was unloaded and the trash was taken out. And I cried a small tear of happiness and joy.
Oh, Richard's in acts of service.
She thought that I would like to see a clean kitchen, and the kitchen was clean. So I call her at her workplace, and she's, of course, very busy. No time to talk to me. And she said, normally, I would say it's the thought that counts. And I thought about unloading the dishwasher, so that counts. But I thought you would enjoy it. And she's like, don't count on that ever happening again, but there you go. You're welcome. Now I got to go. Quit bothering me at work. Boom, boom, boom. And she's off on her way. But it made me so happy. I'm like, now what am I going to do with all these minutes? I was going to take out the trash and unload it. I was just skipping around the house, all happy in a clean, like smelling nice place. It's amazing. It's the little things, I think. What's the little things that makes you happy when they happen for you in your relationship?
Yeah, I think it's really big. In fact, my wife she does all kinds of little things. In fact, I don't even know, how else does your dishwasher get empty?
I do it all the time. Now, she will say I do it too often, and I should just wait on the chores and let them stack up, because I go after it way before anybody else would. But I feel like if you do a little bit every day, then it's always kind of taken care of, instead of waiting for a big pile of laundry or a big pile of dishes to stack up, or your house is so dirty it's like the vacuum's not going to fix it. I like do that stuff all the time every day, which I think makes me kind of OCD.
I think when the little things happen a lot and then they don't happen for whatever reason, I kind of like go, oh, hey, because my wife does a lot of little things.
Yeah.
And that I overlook, but I notice it, right? Like, because I get up so early. There's things she does. She did for a period of time. Here's an example. I went when I went to Cabo in January, and I was hosting that biohacking seminar with Gary Brecka, right? And all that. When the stem cell clinic, ReHealth, gave us these little glass bottles that say ReHealth on them, and they're tiny. They're like, I don't know how big, 16 ounces, maybe 18 ounces, I don't know. And the bottles, I fill up 2 of them at night, and I put electrolytes in one. I fill up the other one with water. Then I drink half the electrolytes, and in the morning, I mix them up in the morning, right? And I drink them, and I drink the whole thing before I come in this morning. Well, she started doing it for me overnight. And I would get up in the morning, and there they were. And I was like, wow. Or when I'd go to bed, I open the fridge, and they were already in there. And I was like, that's so cool. She stopped doing it like 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, we've never talked about it. And I'm kind of like, what gives?
Maybe because you never talked about it.
You're like, what did I do?
Well, I don't see it till I wake up, and there it is, right? So I'm sure you guys can relate to this. Like, when people text you in the morning or you get a text overnight, you know, I'm going to get to them later today because I'm not going to text them at 4 a.m. So, but then you forget. So when I get home at 11 or 1 or 2, a whole day's gone by. I don't remember she made those bottles of water for me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Did you ever tell her thanks for doing that?
I just told you I haven't.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you didn't say anything.
Right.
I think if you said thank you one time,
then
or
she
like
would've
I
done
really
it.
enjoyed that one time.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's the little things that you. I appreciate that so much, but we don't talk about it because our ships are passing in the night.
Right. Totally.
So
that's
by the
I think
time I
everybody.
can say to her at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we've had a whole day of things to catch up. To hey, how'd your day go? What happened? And I don't go, oh man, that was really cool. You made me that water.
Yeah.
Like it's not top of my mind.
She's probably busy, forgot about it one night, and then forgot about it the next night.
Yeah.
It's probably not like well, he pissed me off. He gets no water.
Right,
it's nothing like that.
She loves green tea. She loves green tea. In fact, I asked her the other day to review green tea. Now I'm trying to. I said we should do like Dave Portnoy reviews pizza places. I said she won't go to restaurants if she doesn't like their green tea. Like,
Fair,
right? So I said maybe you should start reviewing restaurants' green tea like Dave Portnoy does, and maybe you could do it with a rescue dog that we could highlight and do it
that's
too.
clever.
Like you walk out and be like, hey, this is Lady. She needs to find a home, and this is Starbucks is my go-to, but only when I can't find anywhere else. Like there's certain restaurants she loves green tea, and AJ's the grocery store is one of the top that she likes.
I would agree.
So I try to go sometimes when I'm coming home and I know I'm coming. There's an AJ's next to the gym. I will go grab a green tea for her. By the way, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass because it's lunchtime and there's a line and you got to grab a ticket and wait. And then I'll grab her some flowers. And I do that every once in a while. And she says thank you, but it's not like if I don't do it, she's not like, I'm not doing it because she didn't say thank you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. But it's
Little
the
things.
little things.
Little things.
Do a little thing for your sig other. Like, what do you do for Kadeem?
That's like
Peyton.
a little thing like
Yeah.
that. Well, I don't clean, so it would be cleaning up the house without being asked to do
You
so.
got the ring. You said once you got the
100%.
ring, you would start cleaning.
Yeah, and it's okay. I haven't necessarily cleaned, but I do better when he cleans up, and then I do a better job of keeping it clean.
Okay.
Like it doesn't get as messy as quick.
I think that's important. I just put me in the best mood yesterday. Anybody wants to put me in a good mood, take out the trash. I'm so happy.
And then yesterday, I did this little procedure where I had all my blood removed. And I came home and I was kind of tired. And lately, she feeds the dogs in the morning. She feeds the dogs at night. And I've been trying, in the evolution of my marriage, I've shared very much how I don't do anything. So I've been trying to do a little bit more. And one of them is I'll feed the dogs on the weekends. And then I try to feed them at night. But I forget sometimes. And also, that she's like, they have to eat at 5. I'm like, if they eat at 5:15, what are they going to complain? Right?
Yeah.
So I sit down, I'm tired. I've been in this, getting my blood drained for 3 hours. I sit down on the couch, I turn on the TV, and then I hear chaos in the background, meaning she's feeding the dogs. I'm like, man, you could just wait. I could feed him. Just let me come home for a second. You know what I mean? Like, these dogs are like, give us a bad Yelp review because we fed them at 5:20.
Hey, a little late on the sauce.
Freaking dogs. Anyway, by the way, yesterday was a point where I did feed the dogs the other day, and I thought, tomorrow on the air I'm going to say this, and I'm sure it's obvious, but I'm just going to say it. 6 dogs is too much.
It is too much.
A lot of dogs.
6 dogs is too much.
Yeah, they've taken over your home.
It's just too much. And some of them, they get older and they're cranky and bitchy.
And I've noticed, last time we were over there last week or so, everywhere you look, there is a dog doing something.
It's too much.
Yeah.
But the problem is when they do something, it's like, oh my God, look how cute.
Right.
I want to hear about Peyton's new work habit. Is that it?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. So yesterday after work, I had something to do right around like lunchtime, so I was trying to kill some time. And I was like, I have my new little favorite coffee shop that I like to go to because it's like a coffee shop, but also it has a full bar. So that's my kind of vibe. And so I was like, I'm going to go to my cute little coffee shop. I'm going to be on my little hipster Tumblr vibes, and I'm just going to work while at the coffee shop, just like all the cool people do. I do not understand how people can sit in a coffee shop and just absolutely focus on what they're doing. There's too much going on. All you hear is people's forks clinking, their cups, them talking. You hear the computer tapping. I cannot focus like that. I don't know how people do that. And then I started thinking, I had my headphones. So I was like, let me just put my headphones in. I'll just zone out and do my thing. And then all of these terrible things started happening in my brain. Like, what if a crazy person comes in here and like starts going insane, and then I don't know what's happening because I'm not paying attention to my surroundings. And I started to spiral, and then I decided that's just not for me. And I mean, kudos to all the people that can efficiently work like that because it is such a vibe. I am just not one of those people.
Yeah, it's weird. I know people that have their home office, which is amazing, but they will go and take their laptop to a place like that to go work.
Totally. And it's like, I get the idea of it. But for me, and like, I guess it's my ADHD or whatever, I cannot focus.
Were you
I
on a
just
laptop
cannot
or your
do it.
phone?
I was on my iPad. I had a little iPad.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I was on my phone too. But I was just like, how do you guys not like look around for your surroundings? Like, I'm
like, just
always on
people
edge.
watch.
Yeah, or people watch or whatever. But
That's funny because I've seen you in certain circumstances, like to say big meetings or something, and you're on your phone and you're just on your phone in the zone. Like, why can't you just be on your phone in the zone in the coffee shop?
because I feel like when I'm
block
at
out all
work,
the haters.
when I'm at work, I feel safe around my surroundings.
Oh,
When you're
okay.
at a coffee shop, you never know what crazy
That's
person might
true.
walk in and start acting a fool.
You got to go. You have to. What is that? The rule: you never sit with your back to the door.
Yep, and I don't. I learned that from my dad. I think I was like in the 4th grade. He made me ask my teacher if I could switch desks because my back faced the door. And I was like, that's a good little life lesson for me.
Yeah.
A bunch of text messages. You can text JJR and then whatever's on your mind. John J. Rich, wish me luck. I have a big job interview today.
Good luck.
Good luck. Oh my God. Good morning, everyone. This is the call for Rebecca about what country she's looking to go to because France is snobby. My youngest child's finishing up their year of school from ASU in Australia. Absolutely loved Australia. Everybody from Australia is so nice and so kind. It's got to be the nicest country out there. Just wanted to let her know that. That's good. Lots and lots of text messages about the growth on Nick's neck. People saying stuff from it's definitely an ingrown hair to it's a sebaceous something cyst to all different kinds of cysts. If you don't remember, we talked about this yesterday. Nick has this massive boil on his neck. Is there any new? Did you go to the doctor?
So instead of going to the doctor, I elected to nap yesterday and then try and take care of it myself. I can confirm it hurts to poke it with a knife.
Okay.
Oh my
And it
gosh.
hurts to poke it with a needle. And also anything that comes out of it smells really, really bad.
Oh, so stuff comes out of it?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
white stuff?
It's like it's more brownish.
Oh.
More like it looks kind of sludgy.
Ugh.
Is it worse or better today?
It depends how you define worse or better. Because it feels just as big, but it doesn't hurt as bad.
So when the stuff comes out of it, did you stop pushing? Like, why don't you just keep pushing until it's all out?
I tried, but it hurt badly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, please go get that checked
I
out.
feel like you're cruising for an infection over there, poking it with random knives and.
Yeah, the self-surgery thing
now
never
you
goes well.
sound like my wife. She's like, that shouldn't be brown. I said, don't you worry about it.
I don't think anything should be brown.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Because when you first said stuff was coming out, I really thought it was like a few years ago when John Jay had that growth on his arm and we had someone come in and it was like lots of stuff came out of it.
Yeah. That was so exciting. that was when I realized how much. That's why shows like Dr. Pimple Pop are humongous because it's fun.
Yeah.
To pop that type of thing when you know what it is and you just can't want to get it out. But like what Nick has, you don't know what it is.
Do we have a professional come by, or did we just have somebody off the street come and do that for you?
With Nick, I mean, if it's brown, it could be because you're premature taking out all these baby spiders and they're not fully developed yet.
You with the baby spider here. Oh, gross.
All right, so listen, yesterday was National Mascot Day. So I had put together a trivia game, but we had such a slam show, I didn't have time to put it in. So if you guys will permit me, I'd like to play a little game.
It's Wednesday and John just got a game for you.
All right, so in honor of National Mascot Day, this is some mascot trivia. If Kyle, your son is home right now, maybe he should put some earmuffs on so he doesn't hear the mascot trivia.
Yeah, definitely has fear of mascots, so.
Kyle, she's the mascot for Progressive Insurance.
Flo!
Yes!
I was her for Halloween one year.
Rich, this man is the tire mascot.
The Michelin Man?
Yes! Peyton, this is the most famous mouse mascot.
That would be Mickey Mouse.
Yes. Kyle, this red ponytailed girl is the mascot for a burger franchise.
Wendy's!
Yes. Rich, mascot for Planters Peanuts.
Oh, Mr. Peanut.
Yes. Peyton, everything's great with this Frosted Flakes mascot.
Oh my gosh, what's his name? The tiger.
Yes.
Tony the tiger.
Yes. Kyle, speaking of cereal mascots, this one is a captain.
Captain Crunch.
Uh-huh. Rich, speaking of captains, This one is the captain of a popular rum.
Captain Morgan.
Peyton, these are 3 mascots for this cereal.
Oh, that would be Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
Yes. Kyle, if you poke this mascot in the stomach, he laughs.
Woohoo! The Pillsbury man.
Yeah.
Guy, boy. Pillsbury Doughboy.
There you go. Rich, this mascot's in a band, just like you. His own kids' game room where kids love to have birthday parties.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes. Peyton, this mascot breaks through walls to get you his delicious drink.
Oh, the Kool-Aid Man.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle, this mascot loves Cheetos.
Chester Cheetah.
Yes. Rich, this mascot is the mascot of the Golden Arches.
Ronald McDonald.
Yes.
You're so ridiculous.
Peyton, this mascot claims he's the king of burgers.
That would be the Burger King.
Yes. And that's my game. Hey.
We got 100%.
I know. That's never happened.
We crushed this mascot game. Crush it. Who knew that's where our strength was?
We just got a text before I know number. It's very important. Oh, my God, Nick, go to the doctor. It's infected.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. He should have done that yesterday.